The news that's coming in, Minister of Civil Aviation has personally spoken to Shivraj Singh Chouhan and assured that from their side, DGCA will also be looking into details of matter promptly. Earlier, Shivraj Singh Chouhan had put out a post about a disappointing Air India experience. He'd raised the issue of broken seats in the plane, and in a post on social media platform X, the Union Minister said that I had booked a ticket on Air India flight number AI436. I was allotted seat number 8C. I went and sat on the seat and the seat was broken and sunken in. So that was the post that was put out by the Union Minister, and after that the Civil Aviation Minister has personally spoken to Shivraj Singh Chouhan.
वो तो मैंने कर दिया, कुछ कहना नहीं हो। वो तो मैंने कर दिया, कुछ कहना नहीं हो। वो तो मैंने कर दिया, कुछ कहना नहीं हो। वो तो मैंने कर दिया, कुछ कहना नहीं हो। वो तो मैंने कर दिया, कुछ कहना नहीं हो। वो तो मैंने कर दिया, कुछ कहना नहीं हो।
So Shivraj Singh Chouhan putting out that post earlier in the day, and a lot of speculation now after that post. People have been writing in on that post on the social media platform X, telling him that they've also had similar experiences, and that has created quite a stir. And after that, the Civil Aviation Minister has spoken personally to Shivraj Singh Chouhan and assured him that they will be taking care of these instances. And I'm joined by Mr. Shivaraman, aviation expert. Mr. Shivaraman, how do you see this? Because there have been complaints about Air India's performance in the past by passengers traveling by the airline. Now, the Union Minister has come on board and said that he's had a similar experience of a broken seat and he was quite disappointed. Now, obviously, it's become a big issue because the Union Minister has spoken about it. But Air India really needs to be addressing that issue.
Now, let me tell you something about it. See, normally the airline has got a board of directors, and there are a lot of people who are managing down the line. The board of directors of the Air India, I find not a single one has any expertise in the aviation industry. All of them are great financial experts or management experts. Now, if the board itself is not aware of what is happening down the line, then these things happen. For example, the board need not go down the line. The board has to question. For example, an aircraft has got a maintenance schedule for engine, maintenance schedule for airframe, maintenance schedule for navigation equipment, maintenance schedule for radio, and also the training of pilots for different weather conditions. Now, unless these people are aware of these things, how can they give any directions to the officers down below, to the management? Now, these things happen only because of this. In the board meeting, they will say, this is happening, that is happening. I placed orders for 200 aircraft, 300. That's the end of it. No, that's not how a board should function. Board should interact very closely with the management and the senior operating officers down the line. And they must find out what is happening to each and every aircraft. And each and every aircraft is a massive investment of $100 or $150 million. And it is actually flying over the sky or taking people on the sky, and they have to be brought down safely also and comfortably. Now, for this, people in the board of directors must also be knowledgeable. They cannot be simply financial experts or the friends and relations or known who have been put into the board. Now, that is why these things are happening. Otherwise, Air India formerly was a wonderful organization, and other Tata enterprises are also functioning very well. This has not been functioning at all. Since the day they took over, there have been many mishaps, many kind of fault lines. Down the line, they have seen the DGCA has fined them, penalized them on several occasions. Now, this is a very sad thing to happen, because one expects that with the brand name of Tata, this airline will become the foremost airline of this country. But unfortunately, it has not become, because I personally would feel, having occupied very senior positions in the country as well as in
Thank you,
international
Mr. Shivaraman.
organizations.
The
board
kind
is
of details
responsible.
that you're putting in
The
right
board
now,
is
let me just
responsible.
go across to my colleague Harsha on the same issue. Harsha, the Civil Aviation Minister now has apparently spoken to Shivraj Singh Chouhan and also spoken at length. If you have any details about that conversation, because there have been complaints against Air India in the past by passengers, but this time the Union Minister himself putting out a post on social media.
Yes, you rightly pointed out. Now, the Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu, who is right now not in national capital, but yes, he dialed Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan and he spoke to him at length. And also, Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu has assured Shivraj Singh Chouhan that the proper action will be taken in this entire conduct of the airline and how they were operating, and the defective seats were offered to the passenger, and that due to the Central Union Minister. And this has been the chat between Ram Mohan Naidu and Shivraj Singh Chouhan at length. Also, now Aviation Ministry has also pulled Air India. They have spoken to the CEO Campbell Wilson, and Campbell Wilson has been asked that he has to submit a report and response from the pilot and crew of the flight within a day. And DGCA has also taken cognizance of the entire complaint which has come up from this particular airline, because Shivraj Singh Chouhan has taken to the social media platform where he clearly stated that this is nonetheless less than cheating passengers, and it was not only one seat, but there were many seats in the particular flight which was defective, which was broken. And that's the situation in the Air India, when we know that the merger has happened few months ago only between Singapore Airlines and the Tata Group. And in fact, there are so many aircrafts which are new. The seats which were new, we have also seen earlier the press releases coming from the Air India, but in this case there was defective. There were many seats which was not supposed to be operational, but still the entire airline was operational, the craft was operational even with the defective seat. And this raises a lot of concerns and questions also on the aviation industry and also on the airline, that how they are operating. And this massive outrage has now come out from the side of passengers from different cities as well, who are clearly stating that the action must be taken against the crew and the flight attendants. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Harsha, for that input. So those that news that Harsha has been giving us, that the Civil Aviation Minister has personally taken up that matter with Shivraj Singh Chouhan, and also brings a sense of respite to other passengers who've been facing similar problems.